through this city, our free capital of Canberra today, it was dominated by the flags of the communist Chinese bosses in Beijing. It felt just like being in Lhasa. The echo was there, but there is a difference. Here we are, able to speak up for democracy without going to jail. We are able to speak up and practice our own spirituality and religion without being taken to jail if found with a picture of the Dalai Lama in our pockets. We are able to honour this great person of world peace who has taught the world so much about compassion without being vilified, labelled a criminal and banned from our own country, as is the Dalai Lama. We are able to practice business, to be able to vote, to be able to speak up in this country as you cannot do in Beijing or in Lhasa. Now, I am a supporter of athletes being in Beijing at the Games, but this torch glorifying the Chinese communist bosses is a symbolism of oppression when it goes from here up Chomolungma, Mount Everest, where everybody else has been banned for some months now, and then through the streets of Lhasa, symbolising not the freedom and the spirit of human goodness, but oppression, repression. And let us all remember here today those monks and those nuns who have simply said, we want a free Tibet. We want our Dalai Lama back in our country, who are now today in Drapchi prison in Lhasa for simply peaceably doing what all of us are doing here today. I say to our Chinese students, the thousands who are here today, welcome to democracy. You will not... I say to the thousands who have been bussed here today, remember Tiananmen Square. If you bussed in to Beijing today, you wouldn't be free as we are in this wonderful country to be able to speak up your belief, your feeling, your spirituality. It's great to see the spirit of Tibet in the skies. The Chinese communist bosses can never erase that spirit. So I say to the Tibetan people, thank you for your love. Thank you for what you give to the world.
Exactly.
And we will be with you until one day.
Thank you.
You have your self-determination, and Tibet once again has its day in the sun with all other people on this planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Bob Brown. You've been a friend for Tibet and Australia for a long time. Our next speaker may introduce someone who's been speaking up about Tibet for a long time now and while in Australia, Ms. Katie Lang.
Well, today is the day that the torch passes through Canberra, and the torch symbolizes harmony amongst nations. And our friends are very, very passionate about exploring harmony through the torch and the symbol of freedom and the celebration of human spirit. And so this is a perfect opportunity, a wonderful opportunity for us to express our concern with human rights and the atrocities that are happening in China, not just to the Tibetan people, but to the Chinese people. Not just to Buddhists, not just to Chinese Christians, but also to Chinese Muslims. I mean, it is happening all across the board. And so we come in peace to make a statement that it is time that the Chinese government, without preconditions, opens dialogue with the Dalai Lama. That they allow non-partisan organizations such as the Red Cross and Doctors Without Borders to be able to go in to the Tibetan region and look after the people who have been harmed in the protests and the Chinese people who have been displaced. It's also an opportunity to look at ourselves and look at where we are and the freedoms that we have today, and to work ceaselessly for all beings to experience freedom and openness. And we pray for our friends over there who are not quite as on our side in their understanding of all of the struggles that we go through. So let's make this peaceful, and let's pray for the wellness in the world. Tibet is a global heritage. It's something we have to protect. It's something that enriches the entire universe. And it's something that, when something is so precious, sometimes people don't see it. It's like a diamond that's covered in dirt. So it's a matter of protecting that global heritage that is so rich and so deeply rooted in peace and compassion. Something that every single being is craving today. And we pray that that the Tibetans and the Chinese people will have freedom and the freedom to practice their chosen religions. So thank you so much for being here.